So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Up past the 30, second down coming up. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
17's Mike 17. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before. Being tackled. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Out toward the sideline and completing it to Pollard. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Cowboys at 7-3 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. On the move to his left. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day.
Hurts fumbles it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here, punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Come get some. Here, won't it? Mike 17, Mike 17. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Prescott on 1st down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Mike 17.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
Right? But the 9 picks
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. To throw is Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now left side on the swing pass. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there, with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Prescott looks to throw on first. This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 2nd and 6.
Mike 17, Mike 17. Let's go. 17's Mike 17.
Run of the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it is 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 1st down, Prescott. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
17. Let's go 1-1. 17's Mike. Mike 17. Watch the screen. 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 Mike 17.
And again, it's Prescott. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Not today. Hey, 47. 17. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Mike 17. Mike 17.
Play action now. Prescott rolling to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
They'll throw now on the final play. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. 7 Pirates. Kill.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to face a third down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
19 Tiger. 41's the mark. 60 Maverick. Someone got man. 41's coming. 41's the mic.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Steps away to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Prescott.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Marquise Bell.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Just a yard to go here on second down. Up the middle with Barkley. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On first down, Hurts steps away. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Dancing to his left. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Single. 17's Mike 17. Bound to lose one. Mike 17. Mike 17.
Here's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jordan Davis drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get this out past the 20-yard line, so the decision to bring it out nets him a yard or 2. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Micah Parsons able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And some space here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 33 yards that time. Looking to throw.
Buying time to his left. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They go play action with Hurts.
To Barkley on the check down. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Steps away to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And now here is another interception.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. With a disadvantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Barkley, inside handoff. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
70 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. He'll look to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Micah Parsons.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is.